How to make more money? Well, there are countless ways to add extra money to your bank account. For example, you could start an e-commerce store, run a YouTube channel, establish a business, or invest in stocks. I would say that investing in stocks is still one of the best ways to multiply your wealth. Stocks should be a part of your investment portfolio because it helps you build your savings, maximize your income, and most importantly, protect your cash from the impact of inflation. However, you must keep in mind that if you don't know how to properly manage your investment portfolio and examine a potential stock to invest your money in, you might lose your money. So if you're a beginner who does not know how to invest in stocks and make money, you're at the right place. Hi guys, welcome back to Money Invest, where we discuss everything about money, investment, and financial independence. And in today's video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to invest your money in the stock market as a beginner. Make sure to watch this video until the end to ensure that you're doing it the right way. Do the right thing by smashing the like button and support my channel, because to grow this channel, I need your support and I appreciate it. With that being said, let's move on. Step number 1, investment approach. The first step towards becoming a stock investor is to determine your investment approach. Well, there are different ways to invest in stocks. You can invest in individual stocks or go for index funds. Or you could also invest your money through robo-advisors. Now, we'll talk about these 3 approaches. If you want to invest in individual stocks, you must keep in mind that this approach is for those who have the time and desire to thoroughly research as well as evaluate stocks. You will have to examine the quarterly earning reports of a company, do calculations, and see what other analysts think about the company. I would highly suggest that you take a different approach if you don't want to make calculations or don't have enough time to evaluate stocks. Talking about index funds, this approach allows you to go for passively managed funds. These funds usually have lower costs, and lastly, a robo-advisor can invest your money on your behalf in a portfolio of index funds. Step 2. How much do you want to invest in stocks? After you've decided on an investment approach according to your requirements, it's time to decide how much money you're going to invest in stocks. According to experts, you should never invest the money in stocks that you might need during the next 5 years. Why? Well, the stock market will give you profit over the long term. However, it's difficult to guarantee that you will get profit in the short term. There is simply too much uncertainty in the price of stocks. You can never be sure whether the market will go up or down. In fact, a drop of 20% is not an extraordinary thing in the market. In a given year, for example, the stock market plunged by over 40% during the pandemic, and then it rebounded to an all-time high during the next few months. After you've decided how much money you can invest in stocks, it's time to decide what you should do with this amount. Experts have given us a concept called asset allocation, and according to this concept, age is a major factor to consider. Let me tell you that keeping your money in stocks will become less desirable as you age. So there's a general rule to establish ballpark asset allocation. Subtract your age from 110, and then you'll get the percentage of your money that you should keep in stocks. And what would you do with the rest of the amount? You will simply keep it in fixed income investments such as high-yield CDs or bonds, etc. So what I'd like you to do now is to use your high-reaching strong hand and smash that subscribe button, and I'll thank you for the smash. Number 3, establish your investment account. After you've decided on an investment approach and calculated how much you can invest in stocks, you need to open your investment account. This investment account will help you buy the stocks you want to invest in. Many companies such as TD, Ameritrade, and Charles Schwab offer a specialized type of account known as brokerage account. And I would say that opening a brokerage account is a fairly simple process, especially for beginners. In fact, it takes only a few minutes and you can fund it through EFT transfer or wiring money. Moreover, you can fund your brokerage account by mailing a check. Although opening a brokerage account is simple, there are a few factors that you need to consider. The first one is to determine the type of account that you want. Since you're a beginner, you can go for a standard brokerage account or an IRA. You can buy mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, and stocks through a standard brokerage account and individual retirement account. Now, the most important thing to keep in mind is that you need to determine why you are investing in stocks. If you want easy access to your money and want to invest more money than the annual IRA contribution limit, I would suggest that you go for a standard brokerage account. However, if you want to build a retirement nest egg, an IRA is the best option for you. Here, it is important to note that an IRA is a tax-advantaged place to buy stocks. And lastly, you need to compare the cost and features of different brokers. Here, it is important to note that you can also go for a robo-advisor account. In this case, you'll have to search for a company that offers these services and open an account with them. Step 4. Which stocks you will buy. After setting up an investment account, you need to choose the stocks you want to buy. By this point, we've discussed about how to buy stocks. I must say that we cannot go over every factor that you will have to consider while buying a stock. Selecting and analyzing a stock is a lengthy process, and I would highly suggest that you spend some time learning about this. With that being said, let's talk about the most important concepts that you will have to master if you want to become an expert investor. First of all, you need to diversify your portfolio. Never invest all your money in just one single stock. What if the price of that stock drops? You lose all your money, right? While you should have a variety of different types of stocks in your company, it is important to keep in mind that you should avoid too much diversification. If you become good at evaluating a particular type of stock, you can invest a major portion of your investment money in one industry. Moreover, you should always invest your money in businesses that you understand. Think about it. If you don't know how that company operates, how will you be able to analyze whether the stock price will go up or not? There are two types of stocks that you should avoid at all costs. These include high volatility stocks and penny stocks. However, when you become a pro investor, you can definitely invest in high volatility stocks. And eventually, you need to learn the basic metrics and concepts so that you can effectively evaluate stocks. Step number 5, keep investing your money. And lastly, I'm going to tell you the biggest secret of investing. Many people think that they need to do extraordinary things in order to become successful investors. Well, you don't need to do extraordinary things. Instead, you just have to be consistent. You need to continue investing in great businesses and hold on to that stock for as long as the business remains great. We all know about Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors, as well as the 5th richest man in the world. He's also one of the best sources of wisdom for investment strategies. Well, this man says that investors should keep buying an S&P 500 low-cost index fund through thick and thin. Yes, you will experience some volatility. However, you will get excellent investment returns over the long run. I know you're a smart person because you're on my channel. Now, give us one piece of advice that can help someone to invest in 2022 and beyond. And I will see you at the Golden Gate.